My name's Marilyn Popwell, and I've been on varsity for 3 years.
I'm Annie Lockett, and I've been on varsity for 4 years, but at Mason for 1.
I'm Lauren Tarati, and I've been on varsity for 3 years.
I'm Vanessa. I've been on varsity for 2 years.
What is one word you would describe Coach Myer as?
I would describe her as organized because she always has our practice schedules posted on the bleachers and everything's in Google Calendar and everybody always knows what's going on. She's very good at communicating.
I would describe her as tough, but like in a good way that like makes you want to be your best, and she always pushes you to work really hard.
I would describe her as selfless because she always looks out for her players and she always makes sure everyone's okay and she always checks on you. And even if it's not, like, she puts us before herself, so selfless.
What will you miss the most about her?
I'll probably miss like our conversations before practice and after games and just talking with her as a person more than as a coach.
Her determination to build a team and like make you like work your hardest and do your best.
I will miss how she pushes me. She always pushes me to become the best person I can be on and off the court. And she always just makes sure everyone feels included and like it's kind of like a family, so I'll miss that.
I definitely think I'll miss the most about just how fun she is like in practice and how much, like I said earlier, she cares about you. Like just being able to talk to her, like when I'm in school, just like going down to her office and being able to talk to her about like literally anything. So I'm definitely gonna miss like conversations like outside of volleyball.
What is something irreplaceable about her?
Probably the connections that she makes with her players. Like, I can't imagine any coach next year being able to connect with the players as much as Coach Myer has connected with us. So.
Her sarcasm. I think it makes us, it just makes it really fun, and we like to joke around with each other a lot.
I guess her motivation to have us become the best people we can be, and she always, I'll miss her sarcasm and how she always just jokes around and just feeling like her friend.
I think it would be the way she just like interacts with us. Like I keep saying this, but like she cares so much about us as people and as volleyball players, just how she can bring that into practices and teach us like so much about life and like how there's like way more outside of volleyball, but then like get us to the level that like we want to play at and like how good we are.
What is the funniest memory you remember?
Freshman year when we went canoeing, I was with Chloe Pearce and Bella Beck, and we were the slowest canoers ever. And Coach Myer her and Coach Schatzel had to rescue us a couple times, so that was pretty embarrassing.
What's the best memory?
My best memory was this year at Misery Week because I just think it was fun to be able to like get put in teams like through all grade levels and like I don't know, even though it's like a bunch of conditioning, like I just thought it was fun to like do other stuff other than volleyball.
I just remember Survivor Week this year being really fun, and even though it's like a hard week, we all brought energy and teamwork, and we all dressed up and made it really fun this year.
The best memory is definitely winning against M&D my sophomore year.
How has she helped you grow as a volleyball player and as a person?
As a volleyball player, Coach Myer has helped me develop into a 6 rotation player as opposed to just a 3 rotation player in the front row. She's definitely helped me with developing as a passer, and she works with me a lot on defense and serve receive. So, as a person, she has definitely helped me learn how to communicate better. Like, I think everybody as a freshman is used to having their parents communicate for them and just isn't used to the responsibility of communicating with adults. And she's taught me to always check my email, always let your coach know when you're missing, even if it's just something like silly or optional. Just being better at communicating overall.
As a volleyball player, I feel like she's helped us like really develop basic skills, but also she made us think smarter about just defense and reading the other side of the court, and just made you a smarter player. As a person, I feel like she's taught me a lot about self-confidence and just believing in yourself and pushing your hardest at everything you do.
She both as a volleyball player and a person, she's helped me grow my confidence on and off the court. She made me a smarter player and always pushes me on the court and shows me like what to do better, and off the court just walking around with confidence and like a drive to be the best person you can be every day.
As a volleyball player, she's definitely taught me how to hit a lot of different shots, like develop me into not just like hitting every single ball as hard as I can, but like teaching me how like to tip and roll and like be smart. And like I've definitely this season learned how to see the court a ton better because of her. And as a person, I think like our, I don't know, our like thing for this year was playing we for me. So she's taught me how to like put my team in front of myself, and like when I'm on the court, like playing for my team instead of for myself.
What was your first impression of her?
My first impression of Coach Myer was when I was going into 7th grade or 6th grade when I first went to Mason volleyball camp, and it was just really like a sweet first impression. She handed me my little award and gave me a high five and smiled at me, and that was my first impression of her.
I was intimidated by her. I thought she was really tough, but once I got to know her, she was always super nice and encouraging.
I was definitely scared of her, but once I got to know her, I guess it was better, but I was still very intimidated by her.
My first impression was when I came to like, not tour Mason, but kind of tour Mason, Marilyn and her met me, and she was super like selfless and like took me around the school and like answered all the questions I had. So I think my first impression was like knowing her as like such a kind, caring person, because like she would take time out of her day to like come walk me around the school and like make sure I knew everything. And then when I transferred there, I had her as a teacher, and she'd always like check in and make sure that everything was going well.
First thing she always says.
She always says, "What in the fire?"
Having Coach Myer as a coach for the first time has taught me so much about that there's so much more to volleyball and how to play for your teammates. And I think that having her for the first time has just taught me so much about like playing we for me, and learning that there's so much more of like a relationship between like a coach and a player. Like it doesn't have to just be like volleyball. Like there's so much more. Like being able to talk to her about stuff has been so fun.
What is one last thing you'd want to say to her?
We're gonna miss her a lot next year, and we love her, and yeah.
Just thank you for teaching us so much and being such a great coach, and we're really gonna.
Thank you for pushing me all the time, and we will miss you, and we love you.
I'd want to say to her, just thank you so much for everything this season. Thank you for how you've helped me grow as a person, as a volleyball player, and giving, I mean, this was like the best high school experience, like season I've ever played in. So just making my first year and last year at Mason such a good experience.
Should I say